Okay, guys, my name is Benneth, aka Pipsurgeon. You can call me Pipsurgeon. That is my name in the market. Okay, if you look at some of the big trading platforms, you find Pipsurgeon. That's me. Okay, so yes, I have CFTE, I have MFTA. Okay, but I always say that it's not about the certificates you have in technical analysis. It is usually, how much risk you can manage as a trader. Okay, so I manage risks better than anyone I know, and that's what I'm going to be teaching you. Now, the essence of what you're doing here is because I don't want us to get a wrong idea of what is happening now. Okay, so I don't want us to get it wrong. Forex, I always tell you, is not a place where you can come and make money overnight. Okay, the average degree in any university would take about 4 years, after which you can, guys, we're talking about consistent income. Okay, we're talking about something that you can start to earn with, that you can use to get your home, get your car, get married, and then live on. Okay, so I'm not talking here something that you will do for, it's not a game of luck. Okay, I like to look at those that are relying on false hopes, like gambling. Okay, and then you look at all of this, and then you see the difference between someone who is a gambler and a trader is that a gambler is relying on purely false hope. Okay, he knows that there is money to be taken, but he cannot take it. He cannot get it. All right, and then the difference here again is that as traders, you can, even though you are relying, or majority of what we do is relying on probability, we are able to manage our risk, and then we're able to tell ourselves, okay, I have if I'm rolling a coin, I have, even though the coin can come out head or tail, 50-50, I can add some weight to one side of the coin so that when I flip the coin, okay, it can come out on the area that favors me because I have added some weight to one side of that coin. All right, so that's what we're saying here, guys. We're saying that we can make this thing work in our favor. We can make it possible for us to win, okay, consistently. All right, you just keep on winning, and then by the end of the month you can tell yourself, I make 10% each month, I make 20% each month, I make 30% each month, I make 50% each month. Okay, you should be able to tell yourself, okay, this is my expectancy. That's what this thing is called. It's called expectancy. All right, guys, so don't come here thinking that Pipsurgeon is going to make you a millionaire overnight. I can't. Okay, it took me a long time to learn. And then I'm not saying that it's going to also take you a long time to learn, because I have mapped out a lot of these things, and you don't have to do any trial and error. I'm going to spoon feed you, and then you can literally do what we are doing here and make money. That's what we're saying. You can copy what I do and make money. All right, I'm not telling you I'm not preaching something that I don't practice. Everything I have today is credited to Forex trading. I was literally broke. Okay, I was desperate and I started learning. All right, and within few months, I was able to start making consistent money. And then I always tell you guys, I was trading on $100 account, but I was trading right. So the important thing you got to do, guys, is to build the skill. If you have the skill, the money comes. Once you have the skill, you can tell yourself that I can generate 10% a month. You are a valuable asset to the nation. Okay, guys. So please, I want to re-emphasize, we are not doubling money here. We're learning a skill, and I'm going to impact it in you. If you avail yourself, you will learn everything that I know and that I used to make money for the banks. Look right here. I trade for the Zenith Bank, I trade for First Bank, and then Access Bank. I started with Zenith Bank. Okay, I got a call from Abuja. All right, they told me, are you Mr. Bennett? Okay, you have booked a flight for you. Come down to Abuja, come to our office, come with your trading kit. All right, so I didn't have a trading kit. It was my phone I was using to trade. So I just went there with the phone. I told them this is what I use, and then this is what I do. All right, so they got my feed from the broker as a consistent trader. So what we are saying here is you got to build consistency first. And you got to be able to pull out money from the market. Once you can do that, you're going to live on this thing you're learning. You can start this thing as a joke. You can start it, maybe you're just trying to give it a trial, all right, and see if it works for you. It's fine. It's okay to check your appetite. In fact, what we do in Citiforex is we allow you to take a few weeks for free to see if Forex is something you want. Okay, so if after my seminar and workshop, which is coming up by next week, you are not able to flow very well, it doesn't still mean that you cannot flow well, all right? You can still give it more time, but at least you should be able to know if, okay, this is something I think I want to do, all right? And I always tell my traders, you got to be willing to trade for the long term. You have to have a 20 years mindset. You have to be willing to tell yourself, okay, this is something I want to do for years to come. Even though I am on my dying bed, I can still pull out money from the market. That's the beauty of this thing you are learning. You don't have to build a store and stock it with goods worth 5 million to make 10% every month. You can do it from your phone. And that's what I'm about to show you. Okay, so I'm going to go through my slides really quick. What I have here is just an expose. It's something that is introducing you to the market. I know you all have your own, whatever you have learned. Some of you are intermediate traders. Some of you are newbies. Some of you have been trading for a while. Okay, so but the essence of what I'm doing here is I want you to follow with me from scratch and then see exactly the reality of what can be gotten from this market. Okay, I don't waste time. I'm going to tell you this is what you will do to make money. You're going to see it. Okay, so but it's good that you have a good theoretical knowledge. You have a good foundation, and that's what we're doing with all of the things I'm exposing to you here. Even in the workshop, I'm going to expose you to a whole lot more things. Okay, but after this class, you are never going to make a bad investment again. Okay, because a lot of us rely on our intelligence, on the fact that we are smarter than average. Okay, and then we feel that is enough for you to make investment decisions. It's not true. When you start to trade the forex market, you are exposed to the financial market. So there is nobody in this world that can come and tell you anything about the financial market, and then you will be gullible to it again. You're going to know how it works, why it works, what makes it work, and what is realistic, what is achievable. In trading stocks, the greatest stock trader was George Soros. He made 40% per annum. Okay, so if somebody tells you he's going to give you 40% in 1 month, that's a lie. We are happy that we have Forex today. We can flip money relatively quickly. Okay, we just need to manage our risks. All right, and then we can make money. Okay, but the difference now is with Forex, as opposed to stocks, we have more volume and we can make more money. If you browse your phone, you see that an average Forex trader that learns can make 20% in a month. What it means is that if you have a system that generates 20% in a month, you can, if you have 1 million naira in your account, you can make consistently 200,000 every month. It's going to be difficult for you to have a job that can pay you that amount. Okay, so I'm not saying it's not possible, but you might have to work 2-3 jobs to be able to get that amount, and then it's usually more stressful. Okay, and then with trading, once you master it, the trading process is not difficult. All you need is a mouse. Just with the click of a mouse you can trade. Okay guys, so I'm going to stop sharing my video now so that I can take you over to my slide. And then please, if you have any question or you have any concerns, please drop them as a message for me. All right, I'm going to keep my chat box open so that if there is anything I need to know, I can get the information from there. All right, so thank you for joining us here today. I'm going to make sure that your time is worth it. All right, I believe that the source of every knowledge is God. Okay, so I will always welcome him before I take my meetings. All right, so we're asking God, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, to bless us and guide us today, to give us the wisdom to assimilate everything that we're going to share here today. Okay, and then let this be the mark of a new beginning for many of us, our financial lives and everything. Let God address the situation. Let this not be a waste of time, a waste of resources. Let it be fruitful, and let it lead us to the breakthrough that we have sought for many years. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Okay guys, so I'll take you straight up into the class. I said my name is Bennett, but you call me Pipsurgeon. Okay, call me Pipsurgeon. All right, so yes, over to the slide. Yeah, trading is risky. Before you do anything that has to do with trading, you better consult your financial expert. Unless you have become a financial expert yourself and you can make trading decisions to buy and sell. If not, please kindly stay away. All right, so those of you who are going to be watching this video on YouTube, I'm also using this to present a disclaimer to you. So please do not make any trading decision as a result of the presentation I am making here now. All right, so before making any buy and sell decision, please make sure that all the factors and variables for making such decisions have been put into consideration. All right, with that being said, shall move to the next slide. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on the screen for a moment so that you can keep the contacts you can use to reach us. Our office is at ShopRite Adinro Ogunsoya in Lagos. All right. Right now, unfortunately, the mall was vandalized. Okay, people came in and looted people's belongings, their properties. Okay, so right now I'm in the office, but this place is not available for the public, okay, until maybe sometime in the week, right? Because they have to clean up the mess, right? So because of that, we have moved our training to our workshop, the physical class, to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week, so that we can observe the situation of the state and as well get another place where we can have this meeting. Okay, so we might not be able to use the office this week for the training. All right, so but because I don't want us to waste much time, that's why we are making an alternative place for us to use. So but once the mall is available for us to use, I think in about 10 days time it should be available, or in about a week time. You can now come down to the mall to see us. I'm usually here. In fact, I am in the mall right now. That's where I am streaming from. Okay, but you can only come maybe on special invitations if you're coming to see me, or you have a meeting, a private meeting with me, then you can come down to the mall. But the general public is not allowed to use the mall right now. Okay, people have lost millions and billions of naira. Okay, so I sympathize with them, my friends who have lost a lot of money. All right, so that being said, the last number here is my number. Those of you who want to talk to me in person, okay, please do not get offended if I don't respond immediately. Okay, I will do my best to get across to everyone, but we have other lines that you can communicate to. okay, real quick, and then you'll be attended to. All right, so there's an Instagram, there's a Facebook, this is our Telegram group. I believe majority of you here came in through that channel, right? So there's no point wasting any further time. All right, so these are the things we're going to be going over. I'm going to go over them real quick, okay, so that because we have already spent a lot of time trying to, but this is the first meeting though. I believe the subsequent ones will not have so much glitch. All right. Okay, so please, I want you guys to install this app. It's called MT4, MetaTrader 4. Okay, so these are the apps that you need to install on your phone. Okay, MetaTrader 4, and then you're going to need a broker's app. You can use MT4 from, what's their name? FXTM. FXTM is good. OctaFX is decent also. Okay, so let me change this to another color. Okay, so please take notes, because I believe majority of you are using your phones to stream these videos, so you might not be able to do it right now. But after the class, please go and look for MT4 on your Play Store. Okay, go to your Google Play Store and then look for this MT4 app. That's where you're going to be clicking your buy and sell. That is your marketplace, MT4. All right, so in the workshop, I'm going to be showing you how to set it up, how to buy, how to sell. But I want you to keep the app right now. Okay, so go there, download the app. Okay, search for FXTM. FXTM is a pretty reliable broker. Okay, FXTM, OctaFX, these are brokerages that you can use. For the advantage with the OctaFX is that it's very easy for you to verify. Okay, so you can verify with, I think, your, what's it called, NIN slip. Okay, you can use your NIN to verify with this broker. Okay, the OctaFX broker. Okay, but with FXTM, you need a valid ID card. All right, the same applies to IC markets. All right, IC markets, they are the best in the industry. Okay, they have the lowest spread. All right, they're the best in the industry. They have the lowest spread. Okay, so this is the brokerage firm that we use at Citiforex. All right, so those of you who are investors, the bulk of your money is with IC markets. All right, so we just use this for learning sake and verification sake, and then this is also good, FXTM. For these guys, advantage is that it's easy for you to make withdrawal. You can make withdrawal within MetaTrader 4 is not a broker. Okay, Handtech is also good. Handtech is good, but I am recommending the ones that I am very sure of. Okay, I'm recommending the ones I am very sure of. All right, the ones that we have used and we still use. Hot Forex is okay. Handtech is okay, but I'm telling you details about these brokers. They are good. All right, and then you need a good broker to succeed in this market. Okay, so yeah, you need Telegram, because a lot of the information we pass are on Telegram. Telegram is better for us because it stores information. If you go to our Telegram channel where we have Telegram resources, all the videos that you can go through are there. It's not the same with WhatsApp. If you join our WhatsApp page, the previous guys cannot see the messages, the fresh messages, because WhatsApp doesn't allow you to do that. Okay, so please take note of that. Okay, you need Telegram. Install it. We're going to be sharing most of our trading setups and signals on Telegram. Okay, even the trade community is officially on Telegram. All right, so please take note of that as well. All right. So Trading View, go to your Play Store again, and then Trading View, install Trading View, and then FX Calculator. Please install FX Calculator. When you go to your trading, what's it called? Your Google Drive, you are going to find the FX Calculator. Now I will describe it. It is like there are several of them, but the one we use here, you're going to see it has something that looks like a calculator. Okay, it looks like a calculator like this, and then the buttons of the calculator are just somewhere around here like this. All right, then with one big black one here is black and white. All right, and then what is written on the screen is just FX. Okay, so the name is Forex Calculator. All right, so search for Forex Calculator, download it. All right, so keep it. This is what is going to help you to stay in the market long enough to figure out what is going on. Okay, so if you want to create your brokerage account, you can go ahead and do that. I'm going to do that officially on during the workshop. You create your brokerage account, and then we're going to put some money in it on everybody's account that you can begin to trade with. Okay, so we practice with that, and then we see what we can do from that point. All right, guys. So these are the apps that you need. I'm going to talk more or show you how to use them during the workshop. Okay, and then I will have them displayed on my screen too. All right. Okay, no, I did not. Did I say Google Drive? I said I didn't say Google Drive. What I said was your Play Store, your Google Play Store. That's where you go and get all those things. Okay. Now this is the financial market. Okay, in the financial market, guys, there are different assets. A lot of you think that some of us don't know where Forex belongs. Okay, so Forex is part of the financial market. When we talk about financial market, we are including everything: shares, index, commodity, currencies, energy, cryptocurrency. Okay, so cryptocurrency is now very popular. A lot of people are starting to invest their money into cryptocurrency. I am heavy on crypto as well. Okay, it's a financial market. If you hear anybody telling you anything about you need to invest your money, you have to invest, make sure you try and have an investment plan. Okay, they are talking about the financial market. Okay, they're talking about the financial market. The thing you have to do is don't rely so much on your native intelligence to make some of these decisions. I always say that. All right, because you might be smart in classroom, doesn't make you smart in the financial market. All right, so please, I want to encourage us as much as you can. The best thing usually to do here is to find a niche. Okay, I know everything about everything here, but I focus on Forex. Okay, the only thing I do with cryptocurrency is that I hold it. I buy a lot of it and keep. All right, and I'm not keeping them because I want to take them out tomorrow or next tomorrow. I'm keeping these things for 5 years, 10 years, because they will definitely be worth more in the next 5-10 years. I bought them for my kids. Okay, so that's what it is when you talk about investment. This is what they're talking about. They say find something among this list to put your money for the long term. All right, the advantage we have with Forex market is that Forex is extremely large. Forex is extremely large. This is the current volume, $6.6 trillion. Do you know what's trillion dollars? Okay, shares, the one that is very common that we all know. Shares is roughly, I think, around $20 billion. Okay, it's about $20 billion. Okay, you've got Forex to be trillion, $6 trillion. Okay, and then of course, after this, all these ones are lesser than shares. Okay, So Forex is the biggest. That's why we in the shares market, you can make about 40%. This is the maximum that has been made by George Soros. Okay, so but over here, instead of making 40% per annum, right? This is per annum. Okay, in the Forex market, you can make as much as 20% in a month. All right, you can make as much as 20% in a month. Okay, guys. So what we are saying is this market is huge. If there's anywhere you want to find your niche, if you want to make money, especially with what we're doing right now, the best place to be is in the Forex market, guys. It's obviously the best place to be in. All right, so you want to learn everything about this market. Forget about making money now, guys. Focus on learning the skill. I didn't change my life by focusing on making money. I wanted to make money, but I was more interested in learning the skill. That's why I'm able to even pass it to you now. I learned it. And then if you don't learn, you cannot stay in this market for a long time and make money with it. Your personal money cannot make you rich in Forex. There are thousands of people that are willing to give you millions of dollars if only you can give them 10%, 5% per month. All you need to do, guys, is to learn the right way to trade. That's the only thing you need to do. Learn the right way to trade. The money will come. Citiforex retains traders that are good. We have over 20 of them. And the least they make in a month is $5,000 as their profit share. $5,000 is over $1 million. This is what they make in a month. So I'm telling you guys, focus on learning this thing. This is the place to be. This is a place to be. All right. So we're not joking here. We're not joking here. I'm telling you, this can change your life, and I mean it. All right. So we talked about currency. Currency is everything Forex, everything Euro GBP, Euro USD, GBP JPY, everything currency. When you trade GBP because you feel it's going to rise, you engage in Forex. Okay. My voice is breaking. Sorry about that. Okay, you just adjust to increase your network. Okay. All right, and then shares is everything Apple. This is your iPhone. All right, this is Google. We have Facebook. Okay, we have there are tons of them. There are lots of them. Okay, some are big, some are small. There are so many shares. All right, you can buy them and then keep them. Okay, there's index. Okay, indices. Everything indices is S&P 500, Dow Jones Industrial Average, Nasdaq. All of those are indices. Okay, they are all indices. All right. S&P 500 is all the best 500 companies in America. Okay, they put them together and then they call it S&P 500. They make a return of, on the average, 10% per annum. Okay, so if you invest your money in S&P 500, you are looking to make about 5% per annum. All right, this is commodities. That's gold. Okay, agric, silver, all of that is under commodities. You can trade commodities. All right, you can trade crude, natural gas. You can trade cryptocurrency. I don't trade crypto, and then I don't like it when I see people who say, come and invest your money in BTC. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Okay, you cannot flip BTC. You cannot flip BTC the way you can flip the Forex market here. Right? You can't flip BTC. The only thing that makes sense to me is tell me that you want to keep my BTC for 5 years. It makes sense. Don't trade it. Can't flip it. Don't do Binance and exchange. It's risky. It's too risky. Okay, and then you know that the essence of everything we're doing here is to mitigate risk. All right, I'll go to the next slide now, guys. Okay, so please, the important thing, guys, again, I always emphasize is knowing some of these things from the basics will help you to approach the market correctly. Now this is a chart flow of what happens, okay, so that, like I said, you begin to understand this whole cycle. All right, you know what exactly is happening here, right? This is where retail traders are, and this is where CBN is. If I want to buy gold, let's say I believe with everything in me that gold is going to rise. The price of gold is supposed to be 50,000 naira for 1 bar, and then it is now 20,000 naira because of the current crisis. I will go and then I will talk to the Alaji. I will buy some of this gold at 20,000 naira. Then let's say by Christmas the price will increase. Then I will go back and sell it. I would have made some profit. That's what Forex is. That's what we do as traders. We buy something that is low. When it appreciates, we go back and sell it. That's what we do every day. That's what I do every day. Okay, so that's what I'm going to teach you. Now, having said that, you cannot buy gold directly from the CBN. Okay, you can't buy gold directly from the CBN. All right, the only thing that you can do is to create and own a brokerage account. All right, so you're going to have a brokerage account, which is what you're going to do. That's why I say these brokers are the guys we were talking about, the IC market guys, the FXTM guys, the Octa FS guys. These guys are the Handtech Global. For some of you who mentioned Handtech Global, these guys are all brokers. You cannot buy directly from the CBN. You got to open an account with the broker. The broker is as good as your normal local bank, Fidelity Bank, GT Bank, and the rest. The only difference between the broker and the GT Bank is that in your brokerage account, if you deposit, let's say $10 in your brokerage account, and you start to buy and sell, these $10 have the capacity to either increase or decrease. Okay, but if you put it in a normal local bank, all right, if your money is in a commercial bank, okay, if you have $10, it will stay that way. All right, that's the difference between these guys here and the brokers here. Okay, that's the difference, a major difference. All right, so the broker allows you to trade. You cannot buy $10 worth of gold or Euro GBP or whatever from CBN directly. So the broker buys in bulk from CBN, and then we come to the broker, open a brokerage account, and then we can get this whatever it is from them. Okay, these guys here are the bureau de change guys, the parallel market guys, all right, the Alajis and them, that can give us dollar. All right, so even these guys cannot access CBN directly, so they usually go to the commercial banks. All right, and then these are utility providers. Okay, all these big companies that offer services to the public. Okay, so this is the way it is, guys. We can't go to CBN directly. We pass through the broker, and then the broker helps us. So when we are starting, we're going to create a brokerage account for everyone and put some money in it. So we create a brokerage account, put some money in it, and then once we have done that, we start to trade with it and practice with it. So we look for something that's going to help us to increase this $10 deposit to 15, 20, and thereon. All right, guys. Okay, so I'll be going to the next slide now, guys. All right, guys. I'd like to share this slide, okay, because I want to point out something, guys. Now, if you knew about investment in 2005 or 2007, 2009, around this period, I'm talking roughly 10, 11 years ago, okay, and you bought just $10 worth of Apple. This thing, Apple, what you see here, Apple, is those of you who use iPhone and then MacBook. That's Apple. All right. So if you bought a shares with them for just one share for $10, just one. $10 in 2007 was about, let's say it was about 2,000 naira. You would have bought it 2,000 naira. If you buy 2,000 naira here, okay, if you go to your brokerage account, FXTM, whatever, by 2015, your 2,000 naira would have appreciated to 66 million naira. Okay, if you bought this share, 2,000 naira, it would have appreciated to 66 million naira within a space of less than 10 years. All right. So I'm drawing your attention to these. These are the things that some of our parents should have done for us. Okay. Right now, as I'm talking to you, you would majestically walk into your brokerage account and order a withdrawal of millions of dollars. Millions of dollars, guys. Okay. So now I'm not talking about these things. You know, our parents made these mistakes, and a lot of us are making the mistakes now. All right. I started buying BTC from 2015. Okay, I started buying BTC from 2015, and I keep on buying every day, every month. Once I get my allowance at the end of the month, I buy some BTC. Okay, so it's a culture for me. It's a habit for me. All right, and I'm doing it because I understand the financial market, and that's the understanding you are supposed to have now. You cannot come in contact with me, Citiforex, and this whole education you're getting now, and your life remains the same. It's an error. Okay, guys. So please, I want to encourage you. I'm going to be giving you a lot of information. Okay, information that can change your life. So I want you to see this as a relationship. Okay, so look beyond the whole thing, teaching and all that. Let's have this relationship where I take you by the hand and I walk you through the financial market, and then you become an expert, and then you can secure your future. All right, guys. So I will change the slide now because I still have a couple of slides to share with you. All right. Okay, so this is Money Chimp. Money Chimp is a calculator that gives us the expectation. All right, if you go to www.moneychimp.com, it's moneychimp.com. All right, you get your expectations. All right, so in Forex you can make 20% per annum. All right, but if you make 20% per annum, you start your account with $100 and make 20% per annum. Okay, it means that in a year, which is 12 months, 12 times 20 will be 240%. You will make 240% in a year. If you put just $100 in your account and then you are putting in $100, you are depositing $100 into that account, and you keep on trading that account and making 20% on the average every month. By the end of 1 year, you're going to have $4,420 sitting in that brokerage account, withdrawable. Okay, withdrawable. $4,400. $1,000 is about 480,000 naira. Okay, so what you're seeing here is over 2 million naira by the end of the year. If you have 20% return. Now, why I'm saying this is, I beg you, please, in the name of God, don't think that you can come to Forex to double money. If you make 20% in a month, think long term. That's why I keep on emphasizing. I mean, this is you putting in, maybe you are working somewhere and you are making some money. You start your account with $100 and you're depositing $100 every month. You make 20%. You can have as much as 4 million. This is realistic. If you try to put in $100 and you want to make $4,000 within 1 week, 1 day, 1 month, you're going to blow that money. You're going to remain an amateur. And then you're going to come out and then tell everyone that Forex doesn't work. Okay, so I put it to you that you're a liar. You are impatient. Okay, so please do the right thing, guys. Do the right thing. All right, so every other thing I have on this slide is results. Okay, what is achievable? If you make just 10%, you have $100 in your account, you make 10% every month. You are not a good trader, but you can make 10% of the capital every month. Guys, by the end of 5 years, with this same formula I have here, by the end of 5 years, you're not making 20%, you're making 10%. You will have $116,000 sitting in your account. After 5 years, you can establish yourself with this. Get married, get a house, get a good car. You can do this. Just 10% in 5 years. Okay, so you got to think long term here, guys. Think long term. All right. So I'm not going to waste time on this slide anymore. I'm sure you get the point. All right. So that is the expectation. That is what is expected. That is what can be achieved in the Forex market. You can make 20% every month. You can make 30% every month. If you are aggressive, you can make more. But the more you risk, the more you make. The less you risk, the less you make. We are managing money for the public, so we risk very little. Okay, and that's why we have been in the market for a long time. All right, so you got to manage your risk. All right, because risks, you can't get reward without risk. It's not possible. Okay, because a lot of you like to you want to go into investments and you feel like you want to get 100% security. No. Okay. All right, so some persons are saying I shouldn't be too fast. All right, but have to be as fast as we can. Okay, so that we don't stay for too long. Okay, guys. I'm sorry about those of you who are being kicked out of the class. Okay, you are going to need a lot of network to stay in the class. All right. So yeah, there are other ways, guys, that we make money besides actually buying and selling. Okay, and some of you, while you can trade, of course, you can trade Forex every day. You don't need to even trade every day. You can trade once in a week. All right, open your trades at the beginning of the week, and then you manage them. Maybe you come back and look at them maybe after work. It's possible. Okay, you can sit on your screen for 24 hours and do your trade. It's your choice. All right, so you can make money doing that. You can make money as an investor. All right, there are lots of good traders who can make consistently a certain amount on your capital. All right, so you can find these good guys and then ask them to manage money for you. All right, but you got to be sure that they are very good. Okay, you got to be really sure that they are traders. All right, so and then you got to be really careful about this, because there are a lot of impostors, okay, who want to take your money and elope. All right, so you got to be really careful about that. Okay, so learn. You make a lot of money when you learn. All right, except you have money maybe in your savings account, you can now take it out and then maybe get some returns while you are learning. All right, that's acceptable too. But in doing this, you have to be really careful. Okay, this is where a lot of people run away from Forex, because they get burnt when they work with the wrong set of people. Okay, so yeah, you can provide Forex education and then you make a lot of money. I have a lot of Forex courses that are running on different platforms, and then I'm making money every day from those courses. So I don't have to trade to make money. Okay, so that's why you are learning this skill. All right, so you can offer trading services. There's lots of people that provide signals. I don't like to do that. Okay, and then some people design indicators and they sell them. All right, some people program. These are expert advisors. These things are robots. They program them to make trades, to execute trades, and they sell them. All right, so you can do that. You can have referral commissions. Okay, with this is an introducing broker. With your broker, if I open my brokerage account, a lot of people who have signed up, they've generated a lot of money for me via commissions, right? So I have a lot of money sitting in those accounts. Some of them I don't even know where they are, but I know all my login details, so I can always go in there at any time and then withdraw the commissions. All right, introducing partner. This is with Citiforex. I'm sure about this. You make 5% on investors. All right, so you make a lot of money even when you're not trading. Okay, and there are lots of affiliates also. All right, so yeah, you can write PDFs and sell them. You can provide mentorship once you start to trade very well. You can also code scripts. Those of you who are computer gurus who code, you can learn how to code some of the indicators that we are using in the Forex market, and then you sell them and make money. There are indicators that you buy for $500, $1,500, $5,000. Okay, and then that reminds me, I have indicators and algos that I have coded that I'm going to make available to you. They are very good for risk management. Okay, so I'll make them available to you during the workshop. Okay, yeah, you can provide hedge fund service, something like what Citiforex is doing. Citiforex is a hedge fund. We provide service, investment service to the public as well. Okay, and then you can do copy trading as well. Okay, you copy a good trader. All right. Yeah, you can provide risk analysis to the banks. I do this to the banks. Okay, so we provide risk analysis, and then I get paid for this. And then yeah, research and development. So all the things that you can do and make money. So besides trading, this space has a lot of customers. This space has thousands of customers, and then it is very young. It's still in its embryonic stage in Nigeria. All right, so I believe majority of us here are Nigerians, so you can develop your own space, your own Forex trading space, and make money. Okay, there are different things you can do to make money. All right, so here are some of the mistakes that some of us make. Okay, some of us make these mistakes. All right, you have inadequate education, and then you go into the market and then you think you can pull out millions of dollars because they say Forex is $6 trillion capacity. Is wrong. All right, so you need patience, you need time. Take your time to learn. The reward is enormous if you take your time to learn. All right, so please, I want to encourage you, take your time to learn. Take your time to learn. Inadequate education is the #1 killer of most Forex traders. All right, it's a two-way thing. Okay, but once you know everything that you need to know, you have to also implement it. Okay, that's the problem. All right, so but at least let it not be said that you didn't learn enough. You didn't know enough of what you should know. Okay, so the advantage most of you are having now is that you're not even going to go up and down. All right, we're just going to play out a very stereotyped pattern for you to trade, and then as you go on your own, you can begin to improve on these things. So but you have something played out for you that you can use to start earning with. Okay, and then our beliefs play a smart one on us. All right, a lot of us have very, very different beliefs about Forex trading. All right, some of us don't like to make money if we're not seeing it physically. You need to have a shop and put the goods, and then you need to be seeing your money. Okay, if not, you're not doing it. No. All right, you can make the bulk of the money that is moving around the world is not seen with the physical eyes. Even those that have stores at the shopping mall, they lost everything overnight. Okay, so there is nothing that is 100% risk free. All right, so you can make money with Forex. Okay, I'm quickly going to show you the next slide so that we see some of the things that we deal with as traders. Okay, so yeah, biblically, what is here, guys? What is here? Scripture saying clearly, say invest your money in foreign trade. Invest your money in foreign trade. What's foreign trade? FX, guys. FX. Invest your money in Forex. And one of these days, you will make a profit. Okay, so you can check it out in your own Bible. Sometimes they say cast your bread. All right, cast your bread means your money, your investment, your savings. All right, so yeah, put it in several places. Okay, of course, because you never know when issues will arise. Okay, throughout the pandemic, we gave people money. A lot of people relied on us throughout the pandemic. They would have gone, lots of people lost their jobs. They had investments with us. We were paying them 15% every month throughout the lockdown because we were trading. So Forex does not depend on the economy of the country. All right. So the Bible is giving you the advice, okay, to do Forex. Those of you who think maybe you're not comfortable with Forex for whatever reason you might have, okay, so Bible tells you put your money into Forex trading. All right, this is another prominent guy. This is Sanusi. He says that I sit in my garden and make billions of naira, right? Through Forex, okay, through Forex without sweat. He's the Emir of Kano. This guy was his governor of CBN before he retired and became the Emir of Kano. And then what does he do now? He does Forex trading. Okay, so these are some of the things I thought I should play out to you. And then some of you might think that, hey guy, why are you now telling us about all these things? If it works, just take the money and keep it for yourself, you know. But you got to realize what happened in the Syrian camp. Okay, the lepers, these guys, the 4 lepers, they went there. They said that we are here, we are hiding from the Syrians. If we stay here, we're going to die. So is it not better for us to just go and expose ourselves to them? They will still kill us. So let's just go there and die in front of them. Okay? And then scripture says that these guys, when they went there, to their greatest surprise, the Syrians have fled. And there were lots of loot to pick up. They gathered and hid them in the rock. They gathered and hid for their generations. And they got tired. And they went back to the city to inform the others. That's what we're doing. In plain English, that is what I am doing. Okay, I found money here. I know it works. And I have trained a lot of people that are now benefiting from this market. And then you cannot be any different. There is money in this thing. You can pick the money up. Okay, so whatever beliefs you have that might want to, take away the whole knowledge you're getting from this class, you got to annul it. Okay, this thing is going to work. It's going to work 100%. All right, guys. So please, I want to encourage you, take away every bias. Take away every bias. I don't know if to exhaust the previous slide, but I think every other thing is something you will continue to understand with time. Okay, yeah, lack of patience is a major problem for traders. Okay, a lot of people are looking for places where they will multiply their money. If there is any business that can multiply money, Nigerians don't hesitate. They will take it. You won't meet it. Before you get there, they will tell you that it's filled up. There is no business that can consistently provide you up to 2 times your capital. Consistently is what I'm talking about now, guys. I'm not talking about one time something. I can sit down with my computer and flip $100 account and take it to $1,000. Guys, I am exceptionally good. I can do that. But I cannot do that because it is not consistent. But it's consistent for me to pick up my computer and I make a 35% profit every month. It's consistent. I'm not risking all the money in my account. I can stay in the market for a long time and feed my children with the money that I'm making from the market. Okay, so please, okay, my voice is not loud. Okay, check the logistics real quick. Yeah, I think everything is working fine. Okay, sorry about that. All right, guys. So please, I want to beg you. You got to have patience. You got to have patience. All right. Yeah. When you have little capital and you are being aggressive, you are going to lose money. You don't have money and you want to double. No. If you do not have money, look for value. Become valuable. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. It says it's loud enough. Okay. Thank you. Somebody says eardrum wants to bust. All right, guys. Later in the class, I will allow us to interact. Okay, for now, I have to go through the slide. Okay. So yes, guys. So you when you have 10,000 naira. In fact, this period we had to bring down the lowest investment from 50,000 to 10,000 naira since we are opening the Lagos branch. Okay, so that we can accommodate some people who have low capital but still want to put in something. Okay, to become proud investors. All right, so we allow them to come in, but we are still giving them 15%. That is what is realistic. Can I take that 10,000 naira and turn it to 20,000 naira in a month? Yes. Will I do it? No. Why? I can lose it. Okay, so for the 10,000 naira, I can risk 2,000 naira and make 2,000 naira and give this young man 1,500 as his profit. Okay, so if you want more money, go get some capital. If you don't have capital, learn what I'm showing you now. Learn the skill, understand it, learn how to generate the percentage. The money will come. You will get tired. Right? So avoid unrealistic expectations. I've given you what is realistic. You can make 20% in a month. That is realistic. Don't quit your job until you are sure that you have enough capital and you know that you can generate 20% per month. And be realistic with you guys. All right? So improper diversification. All right? Yeah, that's another issue too. Okay, so when you diversify 1 to 5, I joined at 6. Sorry about that. You will find the information maybe later. Okay, or you join the subsequent classes we'll be having during the week. Okay, so yeah, your emotions too is a problem. I have to quickly go through. Okay, yeah, and then relying on our own intelligence to make financial decisions is wrong. You cannot say because you are a smart person in school, you know that this investment is a good one. Let me do it. No. Some of you don't even know the fundamentals and the basics of cryptocurrency, but you want to invest in BTC. You want to invest in these channels. It's wrong. You got to do your due diligence. You got to search, go back and look at the basis of these things, how it works, what is realistic. It's impossible for you to make a consistent 20% on any BTC. Mark my words, you get burnt. On BTC doesn't rise with 20%. BTC can stay stagnant or can even depreciate for several months. But when it appreciates, it can take out all those months of depreciation and then it takes you into profit. That's why we hold it for many months, because we know ultimately we will generate profit. So please, you got to learn before you make some decisions, especially with investments. All right. Yeah, there are ways you can receive funds. Those of you, that's why I say learn the skill. When you learn the skill, I am trading for a UK-based bank that have funded my account with $1 million. Okay. I take 70% of the profit share I make for them. Now you can join these guys. You don't even need to go to UK. You will just need to use your computer or your phone to create an account with them. They're going to fund you, pay a stipend to the account, right? And then they will give you a certain fund, a certain amount, and then you pass through a series of verification and challenge. If you can produce a certain result for them without losing money, they will give you money to trade, and you will take 70% of the profit. They will get to keep 30% of the profit. Citiforex also provides fund for good traders. Okay, we provide fund for good traders. That's why I keep on telling you, learn the skill, guys. Forget about the money. There's a lot of money to be made. Forget about it. Learn this skill. Okay, and then keep your track record. Build a track record. This is your first class. Build it. Take a trade, executing your trading plan properly. I'm going to be showing you all the ways to take a trade and how to execute properly. I mean, how to trade properly. It is now left for you to execute properly. And then when you do that, these records are stored automatically. So your broker is seeing it. The banks are seeing it. This is how I had my breakthrough, guys. I was focusing on building a track record. And before I knew it, I got a call that changed my life. Okay, so keep your track record. All right. Yeah, there's very safe and transparent ways of investing your money. I have talked about this. I've talked about this several times. Okay. There are very safe ways of, investing. You can buy stocks. Nigerian Stock Exchange is a shame right now. Okay. I don't advise you to go there. Okay. NSE is terrible. So forget about NSE. There you can. Airtel was just listed. Jumia was just listed. And then if you keep on following me, I always give updates on good companies that you can buy from. All right, you can buy shares from these guys. Okay, and then you keep this thing for a very long time. Okay, for a very, very long time. All right, and then you make a lot of money. And then there's tripartite systems that you can invest with. All right, with Citiforex is safe because we are not asking you to just bring in your money, right? We create a brokerage account for you, and then your money is sitting in your brokerage account, and we are trading from that account. All right, this is for the security, for our own security and for your own security. All right, so that tomorrow everybody can get their capital back, okay, at any time they want it. All right, so that's the way we implement it. It's called a tripartite system. The broker is the third party. All right, the three people involved in a tripartite system here are you, the investor, and then the master, okay, in this case, Citiforex, okay, and then the broker. Okay, so the broker is the main person that ensures the security of your capital. All right, so whatever money you pay into Citiforex's account, it will be funded for you in your brokerage account, and then the information of that account will be sent to you. Okay, so we manage your account, and then we take our profit share while you get a fixed return. Okay, so we make over 20% on the average every month. So we give out to our investors 15%. That's a tripartite system, guys. Okay, so I cannot find any similar one except the ones that are online. Okay, and I cannot recommend any one credibly right now. All right, so that's why I'm going with the one in front of me that I am very sure of. All right, so yeah, you can talk to us if you want to get more info on that. All right, so can Forex actually generate consistent income? Can it? Do you think that you can, I was talking to AIT and they were asking me, are you sure that the youths can make money? Okay, and then I told them that you can live and you can make your own money, live and work anywhere in the world, and never answer to any boss for the rest of your life. I'm never ever going to answer to anybody until I die. Okay, I'm never going to work for any goddamn person until I die. All right, so I'm a living witness. You can generate consistent income that is reliable from Forex trading. So let me tell you, the only problem is, don't think that you can double money here. You can make 20%. You can. All right, but you can't double money. Okay. All right. So I think we're approaching the end of this presentation. Citiforex is a registered company. These are the things we offer. Okay. In the workshop, I'm going to go into the details of the whole trading thing. I just have a few slides here, but that's where I will now start to tell you what to press, when to press, how to press, and how not to throw away hard-earned money. All right, so we offer learning service. We teach people, all categories of people, okay? And then I usually have conferences with the bank where we also teach them. So if any of you here works with the bank, this is also me telling you that you can contact us to provide service for your traders, okay? And then of course we give funds. We give funds to good traders. We can give you as much as $10,000, okay? So if you're good, we give you funds, but we don't give funds anyhow, right? We give funds meticulously. We don't give funds anyhow. You got to merit it, okay? But if you're giving this much to trade with, your percentage in it is gotten from the profit you make. So when we give you this money, and let's say you make a $2,000 profit, right? You're taking about $1,200 from this as your own share, okay? And then of course we offer investment service. We give 15% return every month, okay? So but we're giving 22% right now, and that is because we are opening our branch here in Lagos. So we're giving 22% for the month of November and December. Okay, so for November and December, we're giving 22%, and then this 22% is not for everyone. Not it's not forever. Okay, we're going to go back to 15%. Okay, so if you want to enjoy 22%, you have to register between this week Monday rather, and next week Friday. All right, last Monday and next week Friday. Those are for those that want to take as much as 22% for the next 2 months. So, but from November you get 15%, which is the normal thing. Okay, for us to give you 22%, it means that we are not taking too much profit from the money we are trading for you this month. Okay, so this is just as to enable us create awareness, and also to mark the opening of this office here in Lagos. Okay, so just take note of that. All right, so those are the things we do here. All right, so I want to encourage you guys. A lot of you who are looking to earn from Forex, you like to delete this learn. Okay, the L on the on the learn. Okay, you like to take it out so that you can start to earn. All right, so it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to learn before you can earn. If you do not know how to trade but you want to make money, look for good traders who can trade for you. Okay, so please, I am emphasizing this because I know that a lot of you will get affected. Okay, if you try to want to earn immediately, it's going to affect you. Okay, all right, so this is what we do in Citiforex. We collect your money. Okay, let's say you put in ₦1 million. All right, put in ₦1 million or 100,000. Okay, if you put in 100,000 naira, all right, we collect this from thousands of people. Okay, collect from thousands of people, and then the manager brings it together, and then he puts it into securities, especially Forex trading. Okay, and then we generate some profit. Okay, around 25 to 30%. Okay, and then we give back to the public. Okay, so when we generate this return, we send the ROI to the public back. All right, this is done automatically, so it comes like a salary every month. All right, so if you have 100,000 with us, it means that every month you will receive 15% of 100,000, which is exactly 15,000 naira. Okay, so we send 15K to you every month. All right, being an investor with Citiforex. Okay, and then you usually we were giving 20% before. Now we stopped because a lot of people were IPs and they were not getting any benefit from us. So what we did was we now said, okay, fine, let's give 5% to those who are referring people to us, and they have been with us for maybe 6 months, for some time, and they believe we're working very well. So they introduce us to people, and then they make 5% on the capital of the people who have come in. So it means that we are technically giving 15% plus 5% to the referrer, which is still 20%. Okay, technically that's what we give. All right, so I'm just giving you all this information for your consumption so that we can reduce all the questions that might come in later. Okay, how do you become my student? You're already my student, guys. Yeah, you're already my student. Yes, please, I am willing to learn. Yes, I want to learn so I can earn. Please learn, because there is a lot to earn. There is so much to earn. Okay, so just don't try to be too smart. Okay, learn first. Once you learn, you will earn. I can assure you, you will earn. Okay, if you don't earn, come and hold me. If you don't earn, come and hold me. All right, but just make sure you learn enough. All right, so this is like a basic expectancy. If you give us $1,000 for 1 year, you're going to have $2,800 sitting in your brokerage account. Okay, that's a lot of money, boy. That's a lot. Okay, and then if you open a business with $1,000, I don't think you're going to make as much as $2,800 as your profit in your account. Okay, so this is the way to go, guys. Forex trading. Okay, so yeah, there's something called the trading community. I'm going to talk about these in details in the class. Okay, many of you are there are lots of traders around the world. Majority of Citiforex's traders are not Nigerians. Okay, we have a lot of traders outside the country. Okay, many of them are they are from different parts of the world. All right, so they trade the public money for us. Okay, and of course these guys are exceptionally good. Okay, and then we have few traders from Nigeria. Okay, have few traders, about 10 guys. Okay, you're going to meet some of them in the office real soon. Okay, yeah, so we have a Telegram channel where the channel is called it has our resources. The channel is not free. The one you're in right now, you can come in and leave at any time, but this other channel we have is not a free channel. Okay, so I think the name of that channel is Citiforex's resources. In this channel we have materials that are worth over $20,000. Okay, $20,000. I am not exaggerating. Most of these things I bought them myself. Okay, there are some of them that cost as much as $4,000, as much as $6,000. Okay, Adam Koo and all of them, they are all in that Telegram channel. And then we do not admit people into that channel. Okay, so we make sure they pay money before they can stay in that channel. But you don't even need this now. Okay, you don't need this now. Right, maybe with time, if you're interested, you can come into the channel, but you need a trading community. You need to reason with other traders. Okay, you might not know that gold is going to rise, but someone else does, and then the person comes in there and says, oh damn it, gold is cheap, go and buy some. All right, and then you do your analysis and look at gold, and then if it's cheap, you think you like it, you can buy it. Okay, so that's the essence of the community. All right, so what I did for those that came to the office the other day, I told them to pay 2,000 naira to join the group. Okay, so this is because I didn't want them to come in free. Okay, we're doing a lot of things for free now because it's a new branch. All right, so I didn't want them to just come in for free because they are not going to value all the materials in there. Okay, so I have lots of books in there, lots of books, seminars, and lots of materials, guys. All right, so those of you who would like to join this Telegram channel, you can maybe contact Jeremiah or contact the other guys later. Okay, so I will move. All right, yeah, so this is the Forex market. Forex is open to everybody. Okay, these are all the people that participate in the Forex market. That's why it's the largest. Before China can move their cars from Japan or wherever to USA, America, money will be moved. And then this money, when they move such a huge amount of money from one place to another in the Forex market, it shakes the market. Shakes the market. So these things makes the Forex market to move, and then traders profit from it. Okay, we make a lot of money, guys. So this is where you are. These are the traders. Okay, this is where we, majority of us, sit, right, as traders, right? So yeah, this is what a Forex chart looks like. What you have on this side is the prices. Okay, so everything on this side is a price. Okay, everything on this side is a price, right? This is price. You will understand it with time. This is price versus time, and then this is a chart that shows you where it is right now, what price by this time. Okay, so this is saying that on the 28th or thereabout, right, this is the price. Okay, on the 28th, this was the price. All right, on the 15th, this was the price. On the 15th, right, on the 15th, this was the price. Okay, right? So that's what this chart is. Okay, but we use candles to enable us to see patterns. Okay, so that's why they use candles. Some charts just have lines. You just see a simple line like this. You know, some charts. All right, so this is a candle. I'm going to explain what this whole this candle is. Okay, in another class. That's during the workshop. So this is a candle. We call this a candle. All right, so we are using a candle because the market opens at a certain time, it rises to a certain point, and then it comes back and closes at another point. Okay, so that's why we have a candle. It gives us all those information. When the market opened, how high it went, how low it went, and then where it eventually closed from where it opened. So all these four informations are printed on any single candle. Okay, these four informations, we print them on each candle. All right, so yeah, that's about a simple Forex chart. All right, so how is money made? How can we make money in this market? How can we make money? How can we make money? Usually, see how we make money. This is the same candle, but just different colors. These are different colors. Same thing you saw in that chart. This is time at the base, and then on this right hand side, we usually have the price here, the price. So now what do? We will say that, oh, we notice that anytime market gets to this place is an area of resistance, it will reverse. Anytime it comes to this place, this is an area of support, it will rise. So what do Forex traders do? When the market comes to this place, they start to buy. They buy believing that it's going to rise. So once it starts to appreciate and gets to this area of resistance, what they do is they will close out and take their profit. That's how we make money, guys. It's that simple. Do not try to make it complex. Okay, don't try to make it complex. All you need to do is follow one simple pattern, which I'm going to show you. Just a simple pattern. That's all you need, guys. A simple pattern that will help you to generate consistent income. Anytime you open your trading chart and you see that the market has gone to the base of a certain distance, you put in 2%, 1%, 0.5%, 0.75%, little of your capital to find out if it's going to break out or if it will reverse and go to this place. By the time it gets to this place, you're going to make about 2-3%, 1%, 4% of your capital, Before the end of the month, if you repeat this every day, before the end of the month, you're going to be making at least 20%. That's what we're saying. So you only need a strategy that you will continue to look for in the market. That's all you need. Just a strategy that you can look for and then use it to buy or sell. Okay? All right. Okay, this is another strategy. You can see the market is moving in a channel. And then what happens here? It breaks out. It's a breakout. All right? Immediately the market breaks out. What happens? People start to sell. Okay, some people start to sell. And then the market keeps on falling and falling. So if you are sold here and then the market goes all the way to the place, you would have made some profit. In the Forex market, whether the market is rising or is falling down, you will still make money. Because you're trading this against this and this against this. So if it's falling, it's as good as you have flipped the chart and the other one is now rising. All right? So you can make money on two ways. Okay? So I'm going to teach you a simple strategy that you can use to make money. All right, this brings us to the end of the entire slide. These are some of the things that you can bear in mind as a Forex trader. Okay, so they are very simple rules. All right, do not panic. Do not open orders without calculating. You know, you got to calculate your risks. I'm going to teach you how to predefine your risks using that calculator that I gave to you. All right, so we use that calculator. I'll show you how you can predefine your risk. You make sure that if you have 1,000 naira in your account, you risk only 20 naira per trade. Okay, how to calculate it to make sure that if that trade is a loss, you didn't lose more than 20 naira. And then of course you aim for 2 times as much as you have risked, so that if you are losing 20 naira per trade, you are making 40 naira each time you win. That's how we make money. All right. So you can never know anything for sure in the Forex market. Uncertainty is the way it goes. Okay. As a doctor, we are taught that we can never ever be wrong. Okay, you cannot be wrong. You cannot go into the OR and make a mistake. But in the Forex market, you have to open a trade believing that this one can be a loser. But you know that ultimately you have a good trading plan. Eventually your edge will show up and you make money. All right, you have to have a plan. Of course, you got to have a plan. Okay, so I'm going to give you a simple trading plan during the workshop. The workshop again is going to be next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to have it as a physical class. Okay, we're going to have it as a physical class, and then it's going to be covered online as well. For those who are living very far, or because of the nature of the state, the impediments, they cannot come out. So a telegram for Citiforex is at Citiforex Lagos. Is on the next slide. I'll show it to you real quick. Okay, so I'm going to give you a simple plan that you can follow to make money. That plan can give you as much as 25% every month. Okay, but the problem is it's going to take you some time to be able to realize the plan, recognize it on your chart, execute it perfectly, focusing on perfect execution of every single trade. Going to take some time. Okay, but you eventually get there. All right, I've never seen anybody who practices something several times and doesn't make it. Okay, so you just need to keep on practicing. All right, yeah, be patient. Okay, you got to be patient while trading. If my mentor says, sit on your hands. A lot of us have itchy fingers. Once you open your chart, you want to buy and sell. No, this is hard-earned money. You want to go far in this business, you got to learn to sit on your hand. All right, you only trigger is deceptive. Forex trading. All right, it appears deceptively easy because the only thing you need is a click of a mouse. That's the only thing you need, just a click of a mouse, and you are a trader. A lot of people even take pride in calling themselves traders and risk takers because it's so easy. I'm going to show you in the workshop. Just buy, sell, and then you are now a trader. Okay, but the money is made in the sitting. That's where the money is made, in the sitting. You got to be patient, guys. You got to be patient. All right, discipline yourselves. Okay, you need to have discipline. The discipline is, I mean, your wife wants more money today. Okay, you want to take her out, you want to have good time. All right, now you open your brokerage account, your trading platform, and then you start to place trades because you want to pull out money to take her to Tantalize her and take her to the beach. You want to go out. Okay, so you buy more and sell more than you should. Okay, you're not being disciplined. Okay, you're not being disciplined. So that's a lot. That's a lot of problem many traders have, especially on this side. Okay, they factor in their personal problems into their trading, and they lose a lot of money. If I have issues with my emotion, my self-awareness is ultimate. I don't trade. Not trading is trading. If you open your trading chart and you don't find your setup, you close it. If my wife doesn't make the issue, it doesn't cook well, or I'm not happy, I don't trade. I don't risk it. Preservation of capital is ultimate for me. That's how we have come this far. Okay, so disciplining yourself is very important. Not saying to yourself that, let me just take it, maybe this time it's going to work, let me just buy it and see. No, maybe this time it will work. It has wrecked a lot of traders. All right, so remember the forex trading, forex market is neutral. A lot of people say that some people are after their money. It's a lie. Nobody is after your money. Open any forex chart. You cannot tell the difference between a 5-minute chart and a 1-hour chart and a 10-hour chart and a daily chart and a monthly chart and a weekly chart. All the charts are the same. So it means then that the market continues to move. It has no idea whether you are hurting or you are excited. It has no idea what is happening to your brokerage account. It continues to move. Okay? So, looking at that, you see that nobody is after your money. The day you lost $1 million, I can be making $1 million and $10 million. Okay? So, the market is not after you. All you need to do is focus on perfect execution of your trading plan. Okay, and then you make a lot of money, guys. All right, so guys, this brings us to the end of the class. Again, I am Pipsurgeon, and thank you so much for your participation. I've been following your comments. I am pleased that you are enjoying the class. Okay, so I'm going to open your microphone right now so that in the next 5 minutes or so we can attend to anybody who have any question. Okay, so can attend to you real quick so that we can call it a day. Okay. Yeah, God bless you too. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. And God bless you too. Okay. Yeah, your past losses will surely be restored. I can assure you. Yes, please. It will be restored. Okay, guys, we're going to have the training. Of course, stay on the group. Stay with us. We know that there are lots of messages coming on the group, but we're going to try as much as we can to regulate the messages coming into the group so that useful information can get across to everyone who is available to pick them up. Okay, so just stay with us, guys. Stay with us. On that group, they will give you the information about the next class and every other thing that you need to know. Okay. Yeah, God bless you too. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, okay. The Telegram has been shared already. The Telegram is Citiforex Lagos. It was on my last slide. Very last slide I shared. Very last slide. Okay, Citiforex Lagos. That's it right there, Citiforex Lagos. I would like to know what value the products you have on the other Telegram platform and how it benefits members. Okay, of course. There are materials that you can read, materials that you can make reference to. Okay, lots of materials, very useful materials, I must say. Okay, there are books you can read. When you come to the trading floor, when I got there, you know, uh, they give you a cup of coffee, they give you one of those books to read. All right, so yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. There's a lot. There's a lot for you to pick up. Trust me. I am not exaggerating. Okay, so I'm trying to get back to my app so that I can allow people to talk. I want to hear you people talk. Okay, so we are going to um we'll try and make sure we're not talking all at the same time. Okay. So you can now unmute yourself. So how and when would one come to your training center? All right, on Thursday you will be able to meet us privately or physically, so to say. All right, so you can meet us. Oh, this is the problem I have with unmuting. Please, if your background is too noisy, for the sanity of the meeting, please do not unmute yourself unless you can find a place that is relatively quiet, and then let it be that you want to ask a question. Okay, and then once you do that, please turn your microphone off. Okay, we're not doing politics here, but you put off your mic. Yeah, we have softwares, we have EAs. All of those things will be available to you. We cannot do everything in one class. Okay, so this is a journey, guys. I told you you got to have a mindset of long term. All right, just stay with me. I believe I have everything you need to become successful. So just stay with me. Yeah, if you have any question, you can ask. You can use the chat box. You can open your microphone and talk. Yeah, the training is free. Training is free, guys. Training is free. Okay, right now I told you we are going to get another meeting room, and we are now going to be paying for another meeting room because ShopRite is not available for us to use right now because of the situation of the place. We are lucky that it wasn't burnt down. Okay, but they emptied it. Okay, there was robbery at the mall from 7 p.m. till morning. Okay, so they took everything. All right, they took everything. So we are insured. I have sent some of the pictures to the insurance company so that they can replace all the things that we lost. So, but the office should be ready by let's say Wednesday because yeah. So, but then you can only see me one-on-one, okay? Because the public is not allowed to use the mall yet. So for now, the training is free. Training remains free from now to December. So from January, you will have to pick a form from the office and then sign up for either the online course or the physical class where you come to our office here and learn every day. Okay, every day for 3 months. All right, after which you become a guru. Okay, but even if you cannot come to the office, you can follow the classes online. You learn everything as well. Most of the things I learned them online. Okay. Okay. Okay, alternatively, if you have any question to ask, you can raise your hand and then I will unmute you and allow you to talk. Okay, thank you for that suggestion. So you can raise your hand, guys, if you... What about we guys that are working? We can't literally come over for everything 3 months though. Yes, sure. That's why we have the online class. And you don't have to come for 3 months. You don't need to come for 3 months. Okay? You don't need to come for 3 months. Coming for 3 months means that you are going to go as far as City Monk. Okay, City Aspire, which is 50,000 naira. Okay, City Aspire, which is when we can talk. Okay, City Aspire is 50,000 naira and it's just 1 month, right? It's just 1 month. That's City Aspire. So you can learn for 1 month and then you'll be able to make money. The only difference is that you will not be able to offer Forex trading services because you are not going to learn what the City Monks will learn. Okay, so they are going to go deeper and deeper for the other 2 months to learn why things are the way they are. All right, so you are just telling you, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. This is where the money can be made from. All right, so we show you varieties, several ways, of making it, and then you will now decide to choose one particular one. But we're not going to go in depth and then tell you this is what it is, this is how it is. Okay, and then of course you stay with us in our trading community where you get more opportunities. Yes, you can. The guy asking if you can apply. Yes, you can. Please go ahead. Okay, so you can talk to me privately after the class so that you forward your application and then I will look at it. Okay, there's someone in charge of Lagos branch. He will also have an interview with you. Okay. Yes. Okay, really soon. I will be in Port Harcourt soon, but my stay in Port Harcourt will be short, will be very short. Okay, I believe I've attended to all the questions and nobody's raising their hand again, so I am going to now close this class. All right, so yeah, I believe that we gained one thing or the other. No, the 5% referral commission comes in every month for 12 months. So if you refer someone that puts in 100,000, you get 5,000 naira every month for 12 months. How do I chat with you privately? Okay, you can. I told you the last number on this place is my own number. You can talk to me privately there. The 3 months training is the actual training program. That's why we have a branch in Lagos. Okay, that's where we train traders, teach them how to trade. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? If I don't get it, okay, any possibility of getting... no, usually we do not give out the slide because it's the property of the company. So we do not give it out. But you can take notes, you can take screenshots, but we cannot give you the slide. How much is the class? The class is 50,000 naira for one stage, and then 60,000 naira for the next stage, which is a total of 110,000. But if you're paying at once, you save 15,000 naira and pay 95,000 naira. Yes, you are copying trades from FXTM. If the trader is doing very well now, there's no point stopping now and then coming to Citiforex. Okay, so if you're copying a trader there and the trader is making money for you consistently, allow it to continue. All right, as long as you know that the premises of that trader's trade corresponds or aligns with what you are doing, there's no problem. Okay, if he's a good trader, copy the trader, make money. I already told you, you don't have to trade to make money in Forex. Okay, if you're copying someone who is making money, that's fine. All right, you don't have to end it. Okay, don't end it. Yes, you can allow, you can continue copying the person. Okay, you say, I want to know if I can end the trade so to learn how to trade on my own. Of course, that's what we're doing here. We're going to teach you how to trade on your own, but in the meantime, allow the trader to continue trading for you. Okay, as long as they're performing well, allow them to continue trading for you. Yeah, requirements for being part of the 3 months. You contact me privately. You get a form. You fill the form. Give us your passport, and then you can come for the class. So you choose whether you want it physical or you want it online. Okay, so if you want to learn online, you're paying half the price I have mentioned. Okay, so if you want to learn online, you're going to pay half the price. But if you're learning physically at the office, we don't have many chairs. We only have a capacity of about 15 students at any one time. Okay, so um, we charge more for that. The form, yeah, the form is very much available, which means 95K for 3 months. Yes. How many stages is the class? Well, there are 2 stages basically: PIP Aspire and then PIP Monk, or City Aspire and City Monk. Okay, these are the 2 stages. The first stage is for basic, knowledge, and then intermediate knowledge. Meanwhile, the second stage is for both intermediate and then professional knowledge. Okay, so we are moving you to trade like a professional. All right, a professional. In the first stage, you're going to be stereotyped. You're going to just follow the systems we have given you. Okay, you can hardly make money when you go out of those decisions, okay, or plan. All right, so the form is already available. You just need to contact us to get the form. But in the meantime, just take advantage of the free classes that are ongoing. You're going to learn a lot, I can promise you. Okay, because I don't even, there's nothing in my head that is telling me, oh, this is free class, don't give them everything. Okay, so I'm giving you all the content. The 3 months training is going to start in January. Okay, it will begin in January. Well, I do not advise you to trade the market in critical times. Okay, I do not allow you to trade the market in critical times, because personally, I trade the market. I enter the market when it is quiet, and I also leave when it is quiet. Okay, so I don't go in when it's critical. Yeah, God bless you too. It's starting by January. The 3 months class begins by January. Okay. Okay, thank you too. God bless you. All right, I'll give you a minute, after which I will end the class if I do not find any other question. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you too. God bless you too. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of the class. Again, I am Pipsurgeon, and then thank you for your active participation in this class. Okay, good night.